Hey, my name is Greer, and welcome to the first of today's two videos, where I review the high-grade Universal Century Gundam Rx-79g, or Ground Type. Now, this is a kit by Bandai. This will sound familiar if you watched my other Gundam review, which I'll have linked below, hopefully. And essentially, the difference between high grade and real grade is high grade is essentially the first grade I think you should get if you ever want to get into this hobby. It's very simple. There's nothing really complex about it except for some of the more expensive builds, which is kind of a given. But the Rx-79g is from the Gundam series, the 8th MS team, which is, I believe it's a mini-series set in the Universal Century, as I said. Now, what that means is Gundam has multiple timelines, and Universal Century is the main one. It's kind of more realistic, and this is the most realistic of the Gundam units. It's clunky, it has improvised weapons. It is it was my favorite unit for a good bit, but I think it's now only my second favorite, only under the classic RX-78-2, because I just like posing that kit so much. But going into aesthetics, this is a really good kit. As you can see, it's kind of that classic Gundam look, but just a lot chunkier and I guess a lot more practical, as you can see with this, giant backpack, which we'll get to in a minute. The kind of spikes on the shins, which is kind of meant for, oh, well, I guess I'll just take that off now. That digging into the ground. You have those handles on the shoulder pads, and the head is kind of a bit more chunky. Now, what am I going to do next? I guess I'll do functionalities. As you can see earlier, that white part on the backpack is removable, and that is actually a separate case. This is the backpack. It's kind of a claw thing. You just flip these two things down, flip that up, and push it up, and then you have it in a non-storage mode. And then accessories I'll go over since there's so little. Oh, wait, no. I'll get to that in a minute, because I need to cover what stickers I use. Now, high-grade stickers often have a couple color-correcting stickers and stuff, so I use stickers on the eyes, the head cameras, the yellow on the crotch, and that little triangle right there. I also used two of the included sticker-style decals for the numbering on the shield. Very sloppily. I'm not very good at applying that kind of stuff, because I am going to build a team with this, probably up to about 5 maybe. I don't know. Because it's only about $20 on Amazon, which I would recommend. Now, into accessories, you have two of the classic hole-in-hand fists, one left open hand, and then one right trigger finger hand, which I have two complaints with this figure. First one being with this hand, it is very hard to keep the gun in there, because the way you do it is not like removing the backing from the hand. That would make sense. But no, you remove the fingers from it, which makes it a lot hard to line up, at least for me, because I have very shaky hands. And the other accessories you get are this kind of, I believe this is a rifle of sorts. I could be wrong. You have this little flip-out stock. No, wait, this is a machine gun. That's what it is. I'm dumb. Then you have your classic beam rifle, which I did use the foil sticker as well for that lens, because, it just looks very good. Then you have the classic movable handle. And then your final accessory is your backpack. And this thing opens up to reveal, well, that's something in there. So you pull out the ammo. You pull out the... Okay. Well, shit. I'll be back. Well, once you take 5 minutes off screen because you're a dumbass to pull out the weapons tray, you get this, which this kind of looks like a massive gray plastic, which it is. But so you can pull these out, and these, fit together to form a classic Gundam style bazooka. It's very simple. A fucking toddler could put this together. Now, like that. And like that. Now, the one problem with this is the barrel on the front is a little loose, as well as right here on the very tip. Oh, yeah, and the handle is a flip out one right there. And you get this very long handle. Now, it's a pretty fun accessory. It's just, it's a little bit of a pain to get out. Also, the, oh wait, you gotta add the ammo. Of course, because you can't fire without it. Put that right there. And then this is the complete bazooka. It's pretty good. It's about as tall as the Gundam itself. And you can pull out the tray easily. It's just, I'm stupid. Also, you cannot mess up which piece goes where on this, because each one is specially fitted. Oh, yeah. These pieces on the side also come off, and you have a beam saber in there, as well as 2 beam effects, which it's your classic translucent plastic that's slightly bendy. Of course, that fits easily into the hand. Now, this kit has some pretty average high-grade articulation, which I will go over a bit, because, you know, it's a Gundam. It's a first-of-its-kind kit that I'm reviewing on this channel. It's not like the Shining Gundam, where it's hyper-articulated. This is a classic, more classic, conventional scheme. So you have a ball joint at the head, but it's pretty limited because of the collar. You have your ball joint at the shoulder pad and extension with the butterfly joint. Then, you know, typical bicep rotation and double bend, and a ball joint at the hands, which you just pop off to swap out, by the way. You have this really weird forward-facing ball joint for the ab crunch, as well as just a kind of swivel at the waist. And yeah, there's a better look at that joint. It's very easy to fall off, and it's very annoying, and the yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you have ball jointed skirts, go out that far, go back that much, double bend, kind of no foot articulation, because it's connected by a poly cap that doesn't really allow for that range. But aside from that, little grievances I have with the figure. Let's see, I mentioned the trigger finger hand. The waist has a tendency to pop off, as you saw. The lack of articulation is a little disappointing, but I don't understand why. The tray, I think that's it. And also, I forgot to mention the shield. As you can see, very sloppy decal work. But this little peg just goes into the arm, and this can move as it kind of, I think the instructions call it a shield jab. But you will have to take it off and adjust it like that. And, I can get traction on it. I have nails, I should be able to do this. You get a little flip out stand which you can rest on the ground, and you can mount the gun on there, which you can see on the box. This kit's about $20, and I would say I really do recommend it. It's a good pickup if you like the realistic Gundam units, especially if you're a Universal Century fan like me. I really like the kind of groundedness there, although I will say my favorite Universal Century unit, at least, is the RXO. So, you know, not very realistic there, but, you know. But yeah, this has been Greer. I hope you enjoyed the review. I give it a good 6 out of 10. Just above average, but not really anything special. But it is pretty good. Alright, goodbye.